Are you ready for the final day of Hour of Devastation previews? Let's do this. First up, Wizards narrative designer Allison Lurge previewed the final card in the God Sorcery cycle. Kefnet's Last Word is a rare for 2 blue that says, gain control of target artifact, creature, or enchantment. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. Next, pop culture magazine site Entertainment Weekly revealed 4 new cards, along with several pages from the new Art of Amonkhet book. Merciless Eternal is an uncommon 2/2 zombie cleric for 2 and a black that has Afflict 2, and for 2 and a black and discarding a card, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Eternal of Harsh Truths is an uncommon 1/3 zombie cleric for 2 and a blue that has Afflict 2 and says, whenever Eternal of Harsh Truths attacks and isn't blocked, draw a card. Frontline Devastator is a common 3/3 zombie minotaur warrior for 3 and a red that has Afflict 2, and you can pay 1 and a red to give it +1/+0 until end of turn. Finally, God Pharaoh's Faithful is a common 0/4 human wizard for a single white. It says whenever you cast a blue, black, or red spell, you gain 1 life. Among the pictures of the art book, careful observers might also notice that the artist credit for this piece lists it as Crumbling Necropolis by Titus Lunter. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but we might see the return of at least the Grixis Triland originally seen in Shards of Alara. On Twitter yesterday, head designer Mark Rosewater revealed one of the final mythics in the set, Crested Sunmare. A 5/5 horse for 3 white, it says other horses you control have indestructible. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained life this turn, create a 5/5 white horse creature token. Also on Twitter, senior design director Aaron Forsyth revealed Bloodwater Entity, an uncommon 2/2 elemental for 1 blue-red. It has flying, prowess, and says when it enters the battlefield, you may put target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. Last night, the Magic Facebook page revealed a new rare Aftermath card for the APAC fans. Leave is an instant for 1 and a white that says return any number of target permanents you own to your hand. Chance is a sorcery for 3 and a red that says discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. On Strictly Better MTG, Dev discusses his preview, Abandoned Sarcophagus. A rare artifact for 3 mana, it says you may cast non-land cards with cycling from your graveyard. If a card with cycling would be put into your graveyard from anywhere and it wasn't cycled, exile it instead. Also on YouTube last night, Evan Irwin, Ruber Bressler, and Aaron Campbell revealed the final mythic on the newest episode of Magic Mike's. Majestic Myriarch is a star chimera for 4 and a green. Its power and toughness are each equal to twice the number of creatures you control. Also, at the beginning of each combat, if you control a creature with flying, it gains flying until end of turn. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. Nerdist.com revealed 5 new cards today. Ronus' Stalwart is a common 2/2 human warrior for 1 and a green. You may exert it when it attacks. When you do, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn and can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less this turn. Survivor's Encampment is a common desert that adds a colorless mana to your pool, or you can tap it and tap an untapped creature you control to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Seer of the Last Tomorrow is a common 1/4 Naga Cleric for 2 and a blue that says pay a blue, tap it, and discard a card, and target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Tragic Lesson is a common instant for 2 and a blue that says draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless you return a land you control to its owner's hand. Finally, Life Goes On is a common instant for a single green that says you gain 4 life. If a creature died this turn, you gain 8 life instead. Our final preview card for the day comes from designer Gavin Verhey. Hour of Devastation is a rare sorcery for 3 red that says all creatures lose indestructible until end of turn. Hour of Devastation deals 5 damage to each creature and each non-bolus planeswalker. Not only does the full set list for Hour of Devastation release tomorrow, but it's also the start of the StarCityGames.com Season 1 Invitational. If you're headed to Roanoke this weekend for the event, there's going to be a lot going on. The main event Invitational starts at noon tomorrow and will be a split format Modern and Standard with a Modern top 8 on Sunday. The Modern format Roanoke Open will take place starting at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and Sunday will host both a Modern and Standard Classic. If you can't join us this weekend, make sure to tune in to twitch.tv/scgtour to catch all the invitational action starting at 11:30 a.m. on Friday. That's our show for today, June 29th. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with all the latest Magic news and strategy. I'm Jeremy Knoll, and this has been Split Second. Are you ready for the final day of Hour of Devastation previews? Let's not do that.
No.